Hey guys, this is Angelo from WISK. So I wanted to explain in this video why I'm a big fan of WISK, why I created WISK, right? And I say I, but it's the whole team. It's really a combined effort, right? But the idea was that I knew there was a better way than pen and paper. I knew there was a better way than Excel, but I also knew there was a better way than other systems out there. And technology has changed a lot, so I'm not knocking anyone. It's just I remember that when I was helping, different restaurant owners and bar owners, the process was intense, right? I started off with pen and paper. I used to then type it into Excel. I got super fancy and built formulas that linked to all kinds of other sheets. And I even got as fancy at one point. This was kind of crazy, but I started even putting weights, right? So forget the 10 thing system, right? Like this bottle of vodka is 0.5. Like I took it a step further, started weighing the full bottles, the empty bottles, putting those into Excel, and then I would weigh the partial bottle and type that weight. Then I got even fancier and I used a scanner to the laptop, a USB scanner, not a USB scanner, but a scanner that plugs in via USB. And I would use that and scan it, then it would detect. So kind of built this, patchy system just to work for this one restaurant that I was helping out kind of thing. And that's what inspired me. I realized okay, what if I could make this more scalable? And I was taking all the pain points that I personally hated, the stuff that I found hard, the time it took to set up the system. And then when I was doing it on pen and paper, the time it took to follow an alphabetical list, but on the wall or on the back bar, things are obviously not in alphabetical order. So all the things I hated are chicken scratching, right? Because you could count 2 bottles of whiskey, but then later you see a couple more. So then scratching that number out and writing over it, all those things drove me nuts. So the inspiration for WISK was can we make this better, right? And the goal was listen, the fundamental goal was restaurateurs inspire me. And honestly, they inspire me because I think about how many good moments I've had in restaurants and bars. You think about the good times you shared or the important meetings or the family events, right? And there's so many special moments or the first dates, whatever it may be, right? Family outings. And there's so many good moments that happen in the hospitality space. Being an entrepreneur myself, right? I'm one of the founders of WISK. I know the sweat, blood, and tears that goes into it. The thought was can I at least help alleviate some of the really painful and boring stuff, but necessary stuff? This is the kind of stuff that if you don't do, you don't know how your business is doing. You don't understand your true cost of goods. You don't understand if you're actually making money, all that kind of stuff, which is super, super crucial. So the idea that's where the inspiration came was can I help? And I say I, but it ended up, now it's can WISK help, but can I help restaurateurs and bar owners get their time back to focus on the things they love? Right? Because I know most restaurateurs didn't open up restaurants for their passion of Excel or their passion of invoice management and order management and inventory management, and recipe costing. But those are necessary evils because without those, you don't know how your business is doing. You don't know if you'll make payroll. You don't know, what's profitable, what's not. You don't know if you're heading in the right direction. That's just a bit about me and the inspiration behind WISK. So WISK has been around 7 years, and our goal is always to keep improving. So one really unique thing about WISK, and I encourage you guys to check it out, is that we're honestly always improving it. So if you look at the App Store, we're on the App Store, we have about an updates. I mean, now it's maybe once a month, but it was at one point was even every 2 weeks for 5 years straight. So the point in that is just that it's not this thing that we did and then figured it was good and left it there. We consistently update and update and update to make it better. So, and it didn't come from just our ideas. It came from working with real restaurateurs. Couple quick stories I just want to share. One, I remember, one of the first clients, beautiful back bar, right? Their stockroom was pretty small because they really had a big display, 10 shelves high. You needed a ladder. And we were halfway through the inventory with the mobile app. We're scanning halfway through, probably about 500 bottles through, if not more. App crashes. Just crashed. Everything was gone. I didn't know what to tell the customer. Now, everything auto saves. Everything's in real time. That's just one example. Another one, we're at this client, great client. We're super excited to get them. Now it's time to do the wine, but their wine, because it was a hotel, their wine was in the basement basically. So we had to take an elevator and it was a couple levels down. And so it was zero reception. When I say zero, I don't mean, the Wi-Fi was bad. I mean zero, no signal. Our app didn't work. What did we do? We built it so it works offline. So now WISK works offline, meaning if you don't have internet connection, no problem. If you're in a fridge and you're in the basement, it works, right? Another one, quick story. We had a client who had a massive wine cellar. Massive. I think close to, if not over $1 million worth of wine, right? High end, a steakhouse type client. Like they were prior to WISK, it was taking about 14 hours to do inventory. After WISK, we brought it down to 5 hours. That was super cool. But secret there was we built a special mode for them, and I say for them, but for anyone who has heavy stock location, stock room, wine cellar, fridge, etc., where WISK remembers your previous history. So what does that mean? It means that if your wine cellar stays 80% the same, right? Of course, you get new products, things move around, but it's not like you're shuffling everything every day. So what happens is WISK remembers your last inventory, and all you got to do, swipe, remembers your history, adjust the number. There was 6, now there's 5, swipe it in. There was 3, now there's 2, adjust and swipe it in. And if there was a new product, you were able to scan it or search it. So these are just a couple examples. The offline mode, the real-time sync, meaning if you drop your phone right now and it broke, the last thing you did was saved, automatic, the working offline, right? All these things we did, the barcode scanning, building the database, right? I didn't want people to go through the pain I did, which is like adding one weight at a time. So what did we do? We built a crowdsourced database. So people were adding empty weights, full weights, all that. And now we have 200,000 bottles in our database. So one of the advantages of using WISK is that when you start using it, you can actually do inventory right away. A lot of people don't get this. I tell them, no, this is not like, step one. This is no. Download the app, you can start scanning right away. If you scan that Grey Goose or that Jameson or whatever, right? 200,000 models, the image will pop up, we'll know the size, we have the weights, you can do it visually and say 0.5 or 0.8, or you can connect to our Bluetooth scale, it'll tell you exactly what's left, right? So these are some of the things that make it unique. So what I encourage you to do is, I'm not gonna list everything, but hopefully this at least piques your curiosity. And I would encourage you to sign up for a demo and just see. People can fake the marketing and make fake promises. It's very hard to fake product. I'd love for you guys, if you're looking for a bar inventory system, if you're looking for a way to do inventory faster, more accurately, and get data that you can actually use, then sign up for a demo below. I'll include the link. You'll be in touch with one of our product specialists, and they'll just walk you through how WISK can help your restaurant or bar with the bar inventory. And if it makes sense, great. If not, you invested 20 to 30 minutes of your time, right? So what do you really have to lose? 20 minutes. I encourage you to sign up if it's something you're looking for. Just click the link below and a WISK specialist will walk you through it and really show the points I mentioned, along with other really key features that we've picked up over the years with working with thousands of customers like yourselves. So see if it's a good fit, see if you like it, see if it makes sense. And if it doesn't, no harm.